One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Bailey. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on! Gets it past the marker. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Moore will throw. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. has to adjust the pattern. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Sure hands, it's Benson. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. He'll call for the fair catch here. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Finds a little space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. He's loose. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Go toss play to the right, I love it. And how about the receiver getting downfield and doing some work, helping his running back out on that big game?
The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Bailey. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for space, it's Smothers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Caught behind the line. It's Hendrickson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
How do you not love it when they use the big fullback? Reward the big fella for doing the dirty work and blocking every play, every play. You don't want to account for him? We'll slip him out, throw him the football. He walks into the end zone for 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 13 to East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Moore to the air. Throws to the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hughes. It's a running room. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Moore will throw. Fires to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as...
Oh, out of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Rides the back on the option. The give. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the option. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Hey, quarterback's got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On 4th down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the 1st down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
And the Ducks are on the move. A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 16 to East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the...
Turning on the Jets. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw. It's Bailey. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. The screen, and watch out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out for the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety.
It's a seam wide open. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Moore will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Benson. Wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. Now the toss. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Under fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Moore to the air. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The give on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. The give to the tailback. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hendrickson. Looks as if NC State has a first down. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
Gives it on the option. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got a man, it's Grimes. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll go with a direct snap. Runs through a tackle. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, NC State. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. It's Moore. There he goes! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hughes. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Moore to the air. Gets it out quickly. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. After the catch, it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Working that left side now. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Gonna let it fly. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. The 20. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll call for the fair catch here. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They're facing a third down. All business today for this ball club. They come